Hi, hello, this is School Engineer and I welcome you all to the second video of my YouTube course on Google Bard. In this tutorial, we will deep dive into Google Bard prompt. So what is a Google Bard prompt? A Google Bard prompt is a sentence or series of sentences that you give to Bard to tell it what you want it to do. Basically, these are the commands or instructions that you give to Google Bard in order to get the desirable output what you are looking for. For example, you can ask Google Bard to write a poem about a cat, or you can even ask Google Bard to summarize about any topic which you are looking for. Now, let us see what a Google Bard prompt comprises of. As you can see here, a Google Bard prompt is divided into four sections. That is, number one, the action verb, which instructs Google Bard what action to be taken. The second section is the context, which will tell the Google Bard on what topic it has to perform the operation. The third section signifies about the output format, basically the output format which you are looking for. And the last section, that is flags, which these are the special keywords which are used to control the Bard's output. Section 1, action verb. So action verb directs Google Bard to perform certain operations. Some of the commonly used actions are write a poem or write an article. You can use string. You can ask Google Bard to generate a list of items, create a movie script, translate from one language to another language, summarize about any topic, summarize any article, explain about any topic, describe it, identify any problem or bug in the code snippet, analyze the stats, evaluate data, and so on. Some of the examples for action verb. In the first example, we are directing Google Bard to write a poem. In the second example, we are directing Google Bard to generate a list of 10 ways to improve the website's SEO. In the third command, we are specifically asking Google Bard to create a script for a shortcut. And in the fourth example, we are asking Google Bard specifically to translate the following paragraph into French. In the fifth example, we are specifically asking Google Bard to summarize the main points of the article titled "The Future of Artificial Intelligence." Now coming to the section 2, that is context. So basically, context section provides Bard with information about the task you want it to complete. This can be the topic of the content you are looking for, source of information from where you want the output content to be, or the audience for the content, basically the target audience. In the third section, that is nothing but the output format. Some of the commonly used output formats are poem, if you want the output content to be a poem, a code snippet, script, musical piece, email letter if you are writing email to your boss, colleague, friend, and so on. Blog post if you want to write something for your blog, how-to guides, product launch plan, content marketing plan, social media ads campaign. If you want the summary, if you want the explanation of some topic, description, analysis, or evaluation. Some of the examples for output format. Here in the first example, we are specifically asking Google Bard to output the code snippet in Python language. In the second example, we are asking Bard specifically to output the content to be a musical piece. In the third example, we are asking Google Bard to write an email to his manager to a manager. And the fourth example, we are asking Google Bar to output the content in a form of letter which is written to a friend, telling him about some job, about the new job. And the fifth example, we are directing the Google Bar to give us the output for social media ad campaign for a newly launched product. This is something which usually people find difficult to get started with, but now with the help of Google Bar, we can generate the output in the form of social media ad campaign very easily. The last section is flags. As I mentioned earlier, flags are the special keywords that we can append to the prompt to control the bar's output. Some of the commonly used flags are -a or -a, however you want you can pronounce, or --answers specifies the number of answers that bar should generate. By default, the value is 1. -s or --summary specifies that bar should generate a summary of the input text. -t or translation specifies that bar should translate the input text into a different language. -l or length specifies the desired length of the output text. Now let us see some of the examples for using flags. In the first example, we want the output length of the text to be not more than 200. In the second example, we are asking Google Bar to convert this piece of sentence into Spanish, and here we are using -t to guide or to instruct Google Bar to translate. Now coming to the most important section of the video, that is how to write Google Bars very effectively. So always start with a clear and concise goal. You should have clarity in your mind what you are looking for, so that you will get the desired output. If you have like vague thoughts in your mind, and if you ask Google Bar, you may not get the desired output. And the second point to consider here is always use action verbs, which will internally direct Google Bar what action to be taken in order to get the desirable output. You can see, for example, you cannot use summarize the poem when you want to write a poem on cats, right? The third thing to consider here is always provide the context. Without the proper context, Bar will not be able to generate the desirable output. Fourth point to consider here is it will be better if you could use examples when you are referring to something. They can be some articles, some poems, musical notes, and so on. It will be better, it will be easier for Google Bar to generate if you provide the examples. And the fifth point is like always be patient. Sometimes what happens, you may not get the desired output. So in those scenarios, you can tweaking the prompt, try regenerating the responses which you get from the Google Bar, and you can also use the draft version of the Bar to go through the different answers when you enter the prompt into Google Bar. Now let us see Google Bar in action. Let me write a prompt to write a poem on dogs. Now Google Bar is operating, and as you can see here, it gave us the poem on dogs. If you are okay with this response, you can keep this. If not, you can see here there is an option called view other drafts. Basically it generates 3 draft versions of the same prompt. Each will be different from the previous one. Okay, if you're not happy with this response, you can click here on modify response, and you can make it shorter or longer, even more simpler, more casual or more professional. So this way you can modify the response. And now, as I mentioned earlier, you should always be precise about the topic, what you are looking for, about the thing which you are looking for. If you insert some vague prompts like what are some of the best places to visit in Paris, the Google Bard may not be able to give you the accurate answer or the desired output what you are looking for. It will give you a very generic response. Okay, as you can see here, it didn't it gave us the very generic response rather than telling where you should go, on what day, how you can plan the trip and all. Similarly, if I make my prompt even more specific, something like plan a 5 days trip to Paris within $5,000 budget and cover the best places in Paris. So now what we have done is we have tweaked our prompt to be more specific. We have given few more instructions in few more clarity in the prompt by saying Google prompt to plan a 5 days trip within a budget of $5,000. It should cover the best places in the Paris. As you can see here, Google Bard is showing the best possible plan for this budget. You can see it is showing the accommodation where you can stay, the food where you can have the best food under the budget, and it is showing us the activities which can be done during those days, which will fall under the budget what we have planned. So this way, as you can see here, rather than giving you the vague answer, it calculated your days, the budget what you have set, and it suggested as the output the places which can be visited. So this way you can be more specific about the topic what you are looking for. Now we will see how we can use flags in prompt. Let me ask Google Prompt to write a short story on cats. I will use -L flag to restrict the length under 200 words and hit enter. Let's wait for the bar to do its magic. As you can see here, Google Bard gave us the output under a word count of 200. Now let's see how we can use translate command to translate the above story in some other language. For the sake of example, I am using Spanish. Awesome. As you can see here, Google Bard is able to convert the other story into Spanish language. If you want, you can listen to this output by clicking this icon here. So it will take some time to load this.
El gato al que le encantaba leer. Había una vez un gato llamado Whiskers que amaba leer. Tenía una biblioteca.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for more insightful content. If you have any question or any query, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, stay inspired and keep learning. Thank you.